All right, for today's math lesson, we're going to practice addition. You should have this paper, put your name on it. But I'm going to show you some things first. I'm going to read to you from my book. I got some connecting cubes here. If you were in class with me, I would have these each for you. But since you're not with me, you have just your little book. If you have your little red squares, you can use those if you want to try. But you can just watch. I'm going to show you stuff. I have 10 cubes here. Show you some things with the cubes. So I'm going to read to you a little word problem with Mrs. Brown, what she was doing from my book, and that's where we're going to use these connecting cubes. So listen carefully first to my little word problem or little story, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with the cubes. So it says Mrs. Brown is putting away winter clothes in boxes. She packed 3 boxes of sweaters and long sleeve shirts. Then she packed 2 boxes of boots and shoes. How many boxes did Mrs. Brown pack all together? So, hopefully you're paying attention. I'm going to ask you some questions. It says, what does the question ask you to find? So, what am I asking you to find? How many boxes? How many boxes she packed all together? So I'm going to read each row to each sentence to you. We're going to go through each one. So it says, what could each cube represent? So we have our cubes here. So Mrs. Brown, the first sentence tells us. So what does the information does the first sentence tell us? That she is, I'll read it to you. Mrs. Brown is putting away winter clothes in boxes. And we're talking about what? Boxes. So we're going to use these cubes to represent. We're going to pretend each cube is a box, okay? So I'll read to you the next part then. It says Mrs. Brown packed 3 boxes of sweaters. I'm going to move this so you can see my table here. Okay, so 3 boxes. We have 3. 1, 2, 3. So our 3 boxes of sweaters and long sleeve shirts, right? Let me read to you the next part now. Now it says Mrs. Brown packed 2 boxes of boots and shoes. Now we have 2 more, 2 boxes. So we have 3 here and we have 2 here. Okay, I'm not gonna. So, how can you find the number of boxes Mrs. Brown packed all together? We're going to join our cubes together. So let's count them as I join them together. You can count them with. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many boxes does she have all together and packed all together? 5. So we know, let me just pull this apart. We have 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. I think I'm doing this kind of backwards for you. I'm trying to think of how you're seeing it when I'm trying to show it to you. Probably should have it on this side here. I'm going from your left to right. So it should be 3 plus 2 equals 5. I had 10 cubes though all together here. So look at this. I pulled 5 off. So what do I have here? I have 5 plus 5. So what does that equal? If you count by 5s, 5, 10. 10 cubes there all together. All right, we're going to be on our paper. We're going to be coloring cubes on our paper. but just want to practice some of our addition. You're going to be drawing stuff. So you can get your paper out. Hopefully you already have your name on it. I'm going to read. It says, draw the number added, complete the sentence. So you're going to be drawing pictures all on here. So let's read the first one. It says, Jake found 5 more worms. So let's see how many are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our first number, 4. 4 plus 5 equals, so how many worms do we need to draw over here? If he found 5 more, how many should we be drawing? 5. So let me show you how you can just draw a little red crayon. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can just make like a little squiggly, just like a little squiggly guy there. But you're going to make 5 of them. Move this paper over. So I have room to make them. 1. You can make it like S's if you want. Make them as best as you can. I'm going to make mine like the dot pattern 5. Kind of hard to draw with this crayon. All right, so there's my 5. I'm 5. Remember it says Jake found 5 more worms. So here's my 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many does he have altogether? Now it says Jake has blank worms. 4 plus 5 equals, so let's count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count with the 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many worms does he have? 9. So 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. Jake has 9 worms. Okay. That's what yours should look like. Now, this one you got to draw faces. We're just going to make smiley faces for this one. It says Susie invited 3 friends to church. And this is Susie. So she's the one. How many friends did she invite? 3. 1 plus 3. So you're going to make 3 smile. We'll do 3 smiley face. We'll just do a smiley face to represent the friends. Okay, you could just make a smiley face. Okay, for the friends. So Susie invited 3 friends to church. That's 1 plus 3. So 1, she's 1, and then let's count the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 plus 3 equals 4. And you'll write the 4 down here also. It says 4 friends went to church. There's our church. They should have had church up for one of our words, huh? All right. This one will be a little easier. These represent bricks. So read to you. It says Tom added 2 bricks to the row. So we have 1, 2, 3. That's our 3 plus 2. We're going to make 2 more on here. So I'll draw with my crayon here for you. Okay, this is what you're doing. You're drawing 2 bricks. So we have 3. Make sure you can read that at the bottom there. 3. Well, let me read it again. Tom added 2 bricks to the row. This is our row. and you drew 2 more, and you added 2 more. So we have 3 plus 2 equals, we have our 3 and our 2. So let's count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of what we just did with our cubes. 5. So write the number 5. And write it down below, and I'll read you the sentence. It says, Tom has a row of 5 bricks. Okay, so that's how that should look. All right, turn your pages over. And this is where you're going to need some crayons because you're going to color. It says, use 2 different colors to color the cubes. Complete the addition sentence. So it gives me, I don't like how they do this kind of backwards for you. They make it like backwards, where you're adding like backwards. So it says 10 equals, well, this is how you'll find out like what the answer should be. So what you're going to do, 7 of these need to be a color. My book, I'll tell you what color it has for my book. I'm going to make it like my book. It has yellow and green for the first row. So if you want to, you can do yours any 2 colors, but I'm going to do it like it shows in my book. And it has yellow and green for the first row. So it's showing you have 7. So from this side, because 7 is closer here, you're going to color 7 from this side, okay? Wait, I'm sorry. 7 from over here. Looking at it backwards. 7. So you're going to start here. Don't mean to confuse you. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. All right, let me color them. I'll color them real good for you and you can see. I don't want to make a mistake trying to. All right, so this is what you're doing. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 10, it's 10 cubes in this row. So 10 equals 7 plus how many cubes are left there? I'm going to color those cubes green. Should be 3. See how you figure out the answer. I'll write my answer with my marker since it's on the back. Okay, so we have here 10 cubes. That's what this 10 is here. 10 equals 7. That's why you colored these. 7 plus how many were left over? 1, 2, 3, and that's how you get your number 3. Alrighty. Give you a minute to finish that up if you don't have yours colored. The next one's a little bit different. They try to trick you. The next one, they actually have orange and blue. I'm going to use orange and blue like they have in my book. So if you were in class with me, I would have just told you to use these colors. You can use whatever ones you want. Okay, so you see where this 2 is. You're going to color the 2 above. My book, it has blue. These 2 above the number 2, just color 2 of them blue or whatever color you want. It's got to be 2 different colors. It'd probably be easier if you just do like, just color them blue. Okay, so we have, this is what yours should look like, 2 cubes colored blue. Let's count how many cubes are not colored. 1, let me point with this end better, maybe better, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 cubes. So we have 2 plus 8. You're going to write 8 right here. And those you're going to color orange. Get my orange. So 8 cubes you're coloring. Well, I'm coloring them orange, as long as they're a different color. To use 2 different colors. The book has them as orange. So if you look at this, we have 10 equals 8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 2. 1, 2. You see how we figured that out? The number that they give you, you have to color that many in a row to figure out the answer for that part here. So they flip-flop these. They had the 7 over here, but then when you drop down here, they have the 2 over here to try to trick you. Now they're going back here. 10 equals 5. So let's color 5. We're going to do in green and purple. So let's color the 5 over here above the number 5. We'll color these green. 5 cubes green. Okay. Colored my 5 green. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many are not colored? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's your answer here. And you're going to color them purple. Purple or any different color. Because they're a different color, then you just have to have two different colors for your numbers. All right, so we have 10 equals 5 plus 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how we have our first number here. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how we get the number for there. Okay, hopefully you're all understanding that and catching on. All right. Now down below, it says time to review. It's about making things longer. Let's do this first one here. It says draw a line that is longer. So see how they started at the dot and made line? You're going to start at this dot and just draw a line that's longer than that one. Okay. So I did this here. So dot a line that is longer. Down below here it says draw a rectangle that is shorter. So you see they started on these 2 lines and drew these a pretty long rectangle. So you're going to draw a rectangle, but you're going to make it shorter. You draw just like that one. So see, make sure you can see. See how I drew this one here? It's shorter. You connect these 2 dots and draw out and make it shorter than this one. Now the last one is a pencil. You can just I'll show you how. I'll just make a line probably for mine. It says draw a pencil that is taller. So we want to make our pencil starting at this dot and go up, make it taller. Taller than the pencil that's in the picture. And I'll just put a little top on it. There. That's not a very good pencil because I used a marker here, but long as it's that's supposed to be the eraser. Doesn't look much like a pencil, but it's kind of hard to draw. I mean, they ask you to, if you were using your pencil to draw would be much easier, but with a marker it's a little hard. And if I used a pencil, you probably wouldn't be able to see it, wouldn't show up. That's the best I can do. I'm not even sure what that looks like, but it doesn't look like a pencil. It's supposed to be one. All right. Hopefully you understood everything. And tomorrow we'll be learning about, let me see. Tomorrow we'll be learning about subtraction. We'll be reviewing subtraction. It's the opposite of addition. We'll be crossing things out. So All right, so get out your Bible. Next, we're talking about Zacchaeus. I got to get my song. I don't have it. I will get it for you this week. We will do Zacchaeus. Hopefully, by the end of the week, I can play it for you. But we're going to talk about Zacchaeus next in Bible. So get your Bible out next.